Hello students, welcome all of you to the English class. Today we are going to do a very important and useful topic of English grammar. The name of the topic is Precis writing. This topic is for the students of class 10 plus 2. Dear students, Precis means precise. Precise means exact or accurate. It is an art of making brief but a realistic approach of a given passage. It is a condensed form of the given passage. In simple words, you can say Precis is just a summary. It may be the summary of a paragraph, of a speech, or even of a chapter. It needs attentiveness, tolerance, and above all, constant practice. As you very well know, practice makes a man perfect. So, dear students, by practice, you can make this topic very easy and interesting. Let's start this session with the introduction of today's topic. In this session, students, you will be able to learn how to do Precis writing. Follow the guidelines to do a Precis. Make Precis using the format title or heading, outline and summary. Let's start our topic, Precis writing. Students, are you ready for this? Okay. I hope you have seen one passage on the screen and we will write a Precis based on the given passage. Let's read this passage. People in this modern materialistic world are prone to suffer from stress, emotional imbalance, anxiety, frustration, and anger. Dear students, nowadays people are suffering from stress, depression, anxiety, frustration, and anger. It leads to many physical ailments, disturbed relationships, and road rage. Due to these problems, many people are suffering from diseases, disturbed relationships, and aggressive behavior. Many broken homes, accidents, and suicides are due to this mental turmoil. Because of this mental stress, accidents and suicides have become more common. The only panacea for this is meditation. Students, panacea means a remedy for all difficulties. A simple description of meditation is to sit silently with closed eyes and focus on breathing. During meditation, you have to sit quietly with your eyes closed and focus on breathing. It may or may not be accompanied by music. While meditation, you may or may not use music. It helps one to connect with deep inner self and raises the level of consciousness. Dear students, meditation also helps you to connect with your deep inner soul and raises your awareness. The first effort may not be perfect, but with regular practice, one masters the technique. Then the results start unfolding. You can master the technique of meditation with practice only. Then you can see the results of it. It leads to peace of mind, better concentration, clarity of thought, and complete relaxation. Meditation helps you to calm your mind, have better concentration, clear thoughts, and gives relaxation. The situations do not change, but it changes our reactions and attitude to these. It helps us to face our problems with changed attitude and reaction. One learns to be calm and grounded in all circumstances and surrender to divine. It helps you to learn to be quiet and peaceful in all problems and believe in God. Gratitude takes the complaints and love replaces resentments. It is then that circumstances begin to change. Dear students, meditation changes complaints to thankfulness and resentment to love. It is then that circumstances begin to change. Life is a beautiful gift of God, but one becomes thankful for it only after practicing meditation. Meditation makes a person thankful for life, which is a beautiful gift of God. The result is calm and serene individual. Dear students, as a result, it leads to a calm mind and modern man is free from stress and anxiety. Students, after the reading of this passage, now you have to underline or highlight the main points of this passage. So let's do this. Students, here we have identified and highlighted all the main points of this passage. I will read the paragraph and you have to listen it very carefully. Let's start. Okay. People in this modern materialistic world are prone to suffer from stress, emotional imbalance, anxiety, frustration, and anger. It leads to many physical ailments, disturbed relationships, and road rage. Many broken homes, accidents, and suicides are due to this mental turmoil. The only panacea for this is meditation. A simple description of meditation is to sit silently with closed eyes and focus on breathing. It may or may not be accompanied by music. It helps one to connect with deep inner self and raises the level of consciousness. The first effort may not be perfect, but with regular practice, one masters the technique. Then the results start unfolding. It leads to peace of mind, better concentration, clarity of thought, and complete relaxation. The situations do not change, but it changes our reactions, attitude to these. One learns to be calm and grounded in all circumstances and surrender to divine. I hope all of you have understood all the underlined words of this passage. Gratitude takes the complaints and love replaces resentments. It is then that circumstances begin to change. Life is a beautiful gift of God, but one becomes thankful for it only after practicing meditation. The result is calm and serene individual. Students, I hope you have understood all the underlined words of this passage. Let's do a précis of the given passage. The title of the passage is Advantages of Meditation. Let's do the précis of the given passage. Meditation is a process of concentration on your breathing and connecting to your inner self. It leads to a calm mind, freedom from stress and anxiety. Many problems in the modern world are solved as a result of it. A person becomes emotionally stable and his attitude towards life becomes more of gratitude and love rather than complaints and resentment. The technique can be mastered with regular practice. Before writing a précis, it is important that you take care of guidelines or essential points of a good précis. Students, the main thing that you need to remember is that before writing a précis, read the passage carefully. Underline, highlight the main idea or central idea of the passage. Students, if you don't understand the passage, then one reading is not enough because there are so many ideas in the passage. It is better to do for another reading. After completing the process of reading, you will get the idea of the main theme or central idea of the passage. Compress the ideas in a brief form while retaining the important details. Students, you should not add your own comments to the précis and should try to retain the actual opinions of the author. Retain means continue to have that thing. Give a suitable title to the précis. The title should sum up the main idea of the passage. It should be short also. Students, you have to select a title or heading of the passage. The title or heading of the passage can be made from the passage. Means the title or heading of the passage can be made from the original passage. The heading or title must be related to the theme or main idea of the passage. Prepare a rough draft so that you will get the idea how to make a good précis. It should be in your own words. It should be written in your own words, but you have to take care of the details found in the Precis must match the details found in the given passage. Students, I hope all of you have understood this point. The Precis should be written in your own words, but you have to take care of the details found in the Precis must match the details found in the given passage. Next, it must be written in indirect form of speech. It should be in the third person. The use of first person is to be avoided. Next, while making the Precis, figure of speech, examples, abbreviations, proverbs, and comments of the author should be avoided. Students, while making the Precis, you have to avoid figure of speech, examples, abbreviations, proverbs, and comments of the author. Next, calculate the total number of the words and write Precis in approximately 1/3 of the total words. Students, you have to calculate the total number of the words of the original passage. If the total number of the words of the original passage are 194, then the words of your Precis should be 65 approximately, because it should be 1/3 of the original passage. If your words become 70, then there is no issue. It's okay. But you have to take care of 5 to 7% margin of the words. A Precis has several important uses. Let's do. It develops the power of concentration and logical thinking. Students, when you have to give full concentration of your brain for making Precis, it develops the power of concentration and logical thinking. It is helpful in understanding the ideas of a passage, book, or a chapter. It is useful in improving writing skills. Students, it improves your writing skills and it trains the quality of conveying much in few words. Next, it trains the minds of the students also. These are the uses of Precis. After the long discussion of how to do a good Precis, students, let's practice this exercise. First, I will read the passage and then you have to make a Precis of the given passage. Students, I have already discussed with you guidelines and essential points of a good Precis. Let's start. Okay. Time management is the process of organizing and planning the division of time between specific activities. Good time management enables you to work smarter than harder so that you get more output with less input and in shorter duration. Inability to manage one's time well leads to decrease in productivity and also causes stress. On the other hand, if one manages one's time properly, one can achieve important career and life goals with a greater quality of work. This leads to higher productivity and greater professional reputation. A 24-hour day becomes more productive for good time managers, while for others it may turn out to be missed deadlines only. To get maximum out of a 24-hour day, one must learn how to prioritize between the urgent and the important. One must also avoid distractions. For example, looking for help even before deciding on tasks or assigning duties, checking emails and Facebook is neither urgent nor important. One can categorize every work under do it now, do it later, or don't do it at all priority. Every individual has a particular best time of the day when a person feels full of energy and life. So one should schedule one's most important and challenging. Avoid multitasking, rather go for similar tasks consecutively to achieve perfection. This will lead to saving time for other tasks. Stay calm and keep your workplace free of clutter. Take a break and review what has been done and revise the plan if required. Keep moving forward step by step. Students, this is your passage, and now you have to make Precis of this passage. Students, here I would like to describe what is the actual definition of Precis. A Precis is a summary or a brief of a passage. It is like a miniature portrait of the given passage. Students, miniature means a thing that is smaller than normal. It should reflect the spirit of what the writer has given in the original passage. Students, I have already discussed with you the details found in the Precis must match the details found in the given passage. It conveys the theme of the passage. It also tells the information about the theme or central idea or main idea of the passage. Precis writing is an exercise in showing in one's own words or gist of a given passage. Students, it should be in your own words. It should not be the copy of the original text. Students, the word gist means the general meaning of a speech or text. More importantly, it should be easily understood by the reader. Again, you see the guidelines and essential points of a good précis. Dear students, first read the passage carefully, underline or highlight the main idea or central idea of the passage, give a suitable title to the précis. The title should sum up the main idea of the passage and it should be short also. Prepare a rough draft and calculate the total number of the words and write précis in approximately 1/3 of the total words. Now you have to make a précis of the given passage. First, you have to make a rough draft of this passage. This is your rough draft. Time management, good time management, inability to manage one's time well, causes stress, learn between the urgent and important, avoid distractions, best time of the day, avoid multitasking, stay calm. Students, you have to assemble these words of the rough draft. Then you have to make a précis. Dear students, I hope all of you have enjoyed this session and understood today's topic, précis writing. I am your presenter, Gurmeet Kaur, lecturer in English, Government Senior Secondary, Smart School Maqsuda, District Jalandhar. It is an initiative taken by the Department of School Education, Punjab. Thank you for listening patiently and being with me.